Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we are diving into one of the most fascinating pieces of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from the year 1942, minted in Denver, also known as the 1942 D penny. On the surface, it may seem like a standard World War II-era coin, but its rarity, minting nuances, and collectible qualities make it a true treasure for any serious numismatist. The 1942 D penny was struck during a pivotal time in American history as the nation was fully engaged in World War II. Coins from this era were minted under extraordinary circumstances, including metal rationing and production challenges, which make them historically significant and collectible. The obverse of the 1942 D penny features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that had been in circulation since 1909. While Lincoln's portrait appears familiar, collectors pay close attention to the finest details, the sharpness of his profile, the clarity of the date, and the integrity of the inscriptions, all of which can dramatically affect the coin's value. The reverse design showcases the classic wheat ears, symbolic of America's agricultural strength. For collectors, subtle differences in the wheat stalks or surrounding inscriptions can signal a rare variety, doubling the interest in this historical coin, despite millions of pennies being minted in 1942. A select few stand out due to minting errors or anomalies. These variations transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a highly valuable collectible, drawing attention from numismatists around the world. One of the most exciting features collectors look for is the doubled die. On some 1942 D pennies, letters or numbers appear slightly duplicated due to a misalignment during the striking process. Coins with this feature are extremely rare and highly sought after. Die cracks are another fascinating anomaly. Caused by imperfections in the die, these small raised lines make each affected coin unique. A 1942 D penny with a die crack becomes a one-of-a-kind collector's item. Off-center strikes from the Denver Mint are also highly prized. If the coin's design is slightly shifted, leaving part of the design cut off, it creates a visually striking and rare example that collectors eagerly hunt for. The mint mark itself is crucial in determining rarity. The Denver Mint D mark on the 1942 penny distinguishes it from its Philadelphia counterparts and can carry additional value if there are errors, doubling, or misplacement of the mint mark during the war years. Production anomalies were more common due to high demand and changes in materials. Some 1942 D pennies were struck on unusual planchets, producing small imperfections that collectors today find extremely appealing. Condition plays a vital role in the coin's value. A 1942 D penny in near-perfect, uncirculated condition with original luster commands far more attention than a worn example. Preservation is a key consideration for any collector seeking this coin. Even subtle scratches, toning, or marks can affect value. Collectors carefully examine each coin under magnification to assess the condition of the surfaces, the sharpness of the design, and the integrity of the metal. Historical context enhances its appeal. The 1942 D penny was produced during a time of immense global upheaval, making it not just a piece of currency but a tangible link to history. Owning one is like holding a small artifact of the World War II era. Some rare 1942 D pennies display slight variations in the font or thickness of the date. These small differences, often overlooked, can dramatically increase a coin's desirability among collectors. Planchet errors are particularly exciting. Coins struck on incorrect or defective metal blanks may display unusual textures, missing details, or clipped edges. These imperfections make each coin unique and highly collectible. Professional grading is essential for serious collectors. High-grade examples of the 1942 D penny, especially those with anomalies or flawless surfaces, are extremely valuable and often fetch record prices in auctions. Collectors also value provenance. Coins that come from notable collections or have documented histories tend to attract higher attention and can command premium prices. The hunt for rare 1942 D pennies is part of the excitement. From coin rolls to estate sales and auctions, collectors seek out minting errors, unusual strikes, and pristine specimens, hoping to find a coin that stands apart from the millions produced. Even modern collectors find thrill in identifying double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These imperfections make the 1942 D penny more than just a coin. They turn it into a piece of numismatic art, the artistry of the coin, from Lincoln's profile to the wheat ears, combined with the historical significance and rarity, makes this penny a coveted piece for both novice and experienced collectors. Even in a world full of modern coins, a well-preserved 1942 D penny with notable anomalies holds unmatched historical, cultural, and financial significance. Collector demand remains high due to its rarity, historical context, and potential investment value. Coins like these are cherished not just for their monetary worth, but for their connection to American heritage. Owning a 1942 D penny is a source of pride. It represents history, artistry, and rarity in a way few other coins can, making it a centerpiece in any serious collection, and for those curious about its ultimate value. A rare 1942 D penny in exceptional condition can be valued at up to $260,000. This remarkable price reflects its rarity, minting anomalies, historical importance, and the high demand among collectors who recognize its extraordinary significance. Second rare coin, we are exploring a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1957, minted in Denver, also known as the 1957 D penny. While at first glance it may appear to be just another mid-century coin, its rarity, minting nuances, and collectible qualities make it an extraordinary treasure for coin lovers. The 1957 D penny was minted during a post-war era when the United States was experiencing significant social and economic changes. Coins from this period were carefully struck, but certain anomalies and errors make some of them highly sought after today. The obverse of this penny features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been in continuous circulation since 1909. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the clarity of the date, and the fine details of the inscriptions, all of which can dramatically influence the coin's value. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ears, symbolizing America's agricultural strength during the mid-20th century. Even minor differences in the wheat design, spacing of the inscriptions, or the strike quality can indicate a rare variant highly prized by collectors. Although millions of 1957 D pennies were minted, a select few stand out because of subtle minting errors or anomalies that elevate their collectible value and attract keen interest from numismatists around the world. One of the most fascinating features for collectors is the double die. Some 1957 D pennies exhibit slight doubling on the date or lettering due to misalignment during the striking process. Coins with these features are extremely rare and highly valuable. Die cracks also make this coin special. Small raised lines or irregularities caused by imperfections in the minting die create unique variations, making each affected coin a one-of-a-kind collectible. Off-center strikes from the Denver Mint are another prized error. When the coin is struck slightly off the planchet, it can leave part of the design incomplete or cut off, making such specimens visually striking and rare. The mint mark plays a critical role in assessing rarity. The Denver D mark distinguishes this penny from Philadelphia minted examples and can significantly affect its value, especially if the mint mark shows unusual characteristics during this era. Production anomalies were more common due to high coin demand and manual adjustments in the minting process. Coins with these slight variations are particularly exciting for collectors who enjoy hunting for unique examples. Condition is a determining factor in the 1957 D penny's value. A coin in near-perfect, uncirculated condition with original mint luster will always command higher attention and prices than a worn or circulated example. Even minor marks, scratches, or toning can influence value. Collectors carefully examine each coin under magnification to assess the surfaces, the strike quality, and the preservation of details. Historical context adds to the coin's allure. The 1957 D penny represents post-war America, a time of prosperity and change. making it more than just currency. It is a piece of living history. Some rare pennies show slight variations in the font or thickness of the numbers and letters. These minor differences, though subtle, can make a standard penny highly collectible. Planchet errors are particularly interesting. Coins struck on imperfect or mismatched metal blanks may show unusual textures, misaligned designs, or clipped edges, creating coins that are unique and desirable. Professional grading is essential for serious collectors. Coins with high grades, especially those with minting anomalies or flawless surfaces, can fetch significantly higher prices than ordinary examples. Provenance adds to the prestige of a coin. A 1957 D penny with a documented history or previous ownership in a renowned collection is often more desirable and valuable. The hunt for rare 1957 D pennies is part of the thrill. From coin rolls and auctions to estate sales, collectors search for minting errors, uncirculated specimens, or coins with unusual characteristics that set them apart. Even subtle anomalies like slight doubling, faint die cracks, or unusual mint marks can transform a standard penny into a sought-after collector's gem. The artistry of the coin also contributes to its appeal. Lincoln's profile, the wheat ears, and the precise inscriptions create a coin that is both historically significant and visually striking. Modern collectors find excitement in identifying these rare errors. A 1957 D penny with double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks is more than just currency. It's a piece of numismatic art. Even decades after its minting, the 1957 D penny retains historical, cultural, and financial significance, making it a coveted addition to any serious collection. Collector demand remains high due to rarity, historical importance, and potential investment value. Rare coins like this one are treasured not just for their monetary worth, but also for their connection to American heritage. Owning a 1957 D penny is a source of pride for collectors. It represents history, artistry, and rarity, making it an essential piece for any numismatic enthusiast and for those curious about its ultimate value. A rare 1957 D penny in exceptional condition can be valued at up to $120,000. This remarkable price reflects its rarity, minting errors, historical significance, and the strong demand among collectors who recognize its extraordinary worth. Third expensive coin, we are going to explore one of the hidden gems of American numismatics, the United States of America 1-cent coin from the year 1950. While it may seem like a simple penny, this coin has a story, a history, and a rarity that makes it highly desirable for collectors around the world. The 1950 penny comes from a time when America was transitioning into a new era following World War II. Coins minted during this period carry not only monetary value, but also historical significance, reflecting the post-war growth and optimism of the nation. The obverse of the coin features President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been cherished for generations. Numismatists pay close attention to every detail of Lincoln's profile, the sharpness of his facial features, the crispness of the date, and the precision of the inscriptions, all of which can significantly influence the coin's value. On the reverse, we see the iconic wheat ears, symbolizing the agricultural roots of America. Collectors closely examine these wheat stalks for any anomalies, differences in spacing, or die flaws that may indicate a rare or valuable specimen. Although millions of pennies were minted in 1950, certain coins stand out due to minting errors or unique characteristics. These special coins can turn an ordinary penny into a highly coveted collector's piece. One of the most fascinating features collectors look for is the double die. Some 1950 pennies show subtle doubling on the date or lettering caused by misalignment during the striking process. These coins are extremely rare and highly prized. Die cracks also make this coin special. Small raised lines caused by cracks in the die make each coin unique. A 1950 penny with a die crack is considered a collector's treasure due to its rarity and individuality. Off-center strikes from the mint add to the excitement. Coins that are slightly misaligned during striking often have part of the design cut off, creating a visually striking example that collectors actively seek. The mint mark plays a crucial role in assessing rarity. Coins from different mints may have different values. A penny from the Denver or San Francisco Mint may be more valuable if it displays unusual characteristics or errors. During the mid-20th century, production anomalies were more common due to high coin demand and evolving minting techniques. Coins with subtle errors or unique planchets attract keen interest from numismatists and enthusiasts alike. The condition of a coin greatly impacts its value. A 1950 penny in near-perfect, uncirculated condition with original mint luster is far more desirable than a worn or heavily circulated coin. Even minor scratches, toning, or marks can affect the market value. Collectors carefully examine each coin under magnification to assess strike quality, surface preservation, and overall detail. Historical context adds to the allure. The 1950 penny is more than currency. It is a tangible piece of history representing a post-war era of change, growth, and prosperity in America. Some rare 1950 pennies show small variations in the font or thickness of numbers and letters. These subtle differences are enough to make a standard coin highly collectible and sought after in auctions. Planchet errors are particularly interesting to collectors. Coins struck on imperfect or mismatched metal blanks may display unusual textures, incomplete designs, or clipped edges, which can make them extremely valuable. Professional grading is essential for serious collectors. Coins with high grades, flawless surfaces, or rare anomalies command premium prices and are highly desirable in numismatic circles. Provenance is also important. Coins with a documented history or previous inclusion in a notable collection often carry greater prestige and monetary value. The thrill of hunting for a rare 1950 penny is part of the excitement. From coin rolls to estate sales and auctions, collectors actively search for anomalies, uncirculated specimens, or coins with unique features that make them stand out. Even subtle errors like faint doubling, die cracks, or unusual mint marks can elevate a standard penny into a collector's gem that is rare and highly prized. The artistry of the coin, the intricate wheat ears, Lincoln's detailed profile, and crisp inscriptions makes it not only historically significant but visually striking for collectors who appreciate design and craftsmanship. Modern collectors find excitement in discovering these rare anomalies. A 1950 penny with double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks is considered a small piece of numismatic art, making it more than just a coin. Even decades after its minting, the 1950 penny retains historical, cultural, and financial importance, making it a prized addition to any serious collection. Collector demand remains strong due to rarity, historical significance, and investment potential. Coins like the 1950 penny are not just currency, they are artifacts that reflect American heritage and craftsmanship. Owning a 1950 penny is a source of pride for collectors. It represents history, artistry, rarity, and the thrill of the hunt, making it a centerpiece in any numismatic collection, and for those curious about its ultimate value. A rare 1950 penny in exceptional condition can be valued at up to $90,000. This impressive price reflects its rarity, minting errors, historical importance, and the strong demand among collectors who recognize its extraordinary significance. Especially, we are diving into the fascinating world of American numismatics with a very special coin, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1944. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny, but this coin carries a story, historical significance, and rarity that make it extremely valuable to collectors. The 1944 penny was minted during World War II, a time when America was fully engaged in the global conflict. Unlike other years, this penny represents a unique chapter in U.S. history, reflecting the nation's wartime economy and the adaptations made by the mint during those challenging times. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design cherished for decades. Collectors often examine the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the detail in his beard, and the clarity of the date, all of which contribute to the coin's rarity and overall value. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ears, which were a staple design of pennies from 1909 to 1958. These ears symbolize America's agricultural heritage, and collectors are particularly interested in how the design was struck, its symmetry, and the minute details in the inscriptions. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1944 penny is the metal composition. During the war, most pennies were minted using zinc-coated steel instead of the usual copper due to wartime demands. However, some 1944 pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from 1943, creating an extremely rare variant. These copper 1944 pennies are among the most sought-after coins for collectors because they are so unusual. A single mistake at the mint resulted in a coin that is now considered a treasure for numismatists worldwide. Die errors further enhance the coin's appeal. Some 1944 pennies exhibit minor doubling on the date or letters, caused by misalignment during striking. These subtle differences can dramatically increase a coin's rarity and collectible value. Die cracks are another intriguing feature. Raised lines on the coin caused by cracks in the die can turn an otherwise ordinary penny into a unique piece of numismatic art. Each crack is distinctive, making each affected coin one of a kind. Off-center strikes add visual excitement for collectors. Coins struck slightly off the planchet can show part of Lincoln or the wheat ears missing, creating a striking variation that is both rare and desirable. The mint mark plays a crucial role in determining rarity. Coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco may have slightly different characteristics, and collectors pay close attention to these details to identify the most valuable examples. Condition is everything when it comes to 1944 pennies. Uncirculated coins with full luster, sharp strikes, and minimal wear are far more valuable than worn or heavily handled examples, making preservation essential for collectors. Even slight scratches, toning, or surface marks can affect the coin's market value. Serious numismatists inspect coins under magnification to ensure they fully understand the strike quality, surface preservation, and potential anomalies. Historical significance adds to the allure. The 1944 penny tells the story of a nation at war, making it more than just currency. It is a tangible link to a pivotal moment in American history. Some rare pennies display unusual features in the font or thickness of numbers and letters. These subtle differences, often overlooked by casual observers, can make a standard penny highly collectible. Planchet errors are particularly fascinating. Coins struck on incorrect or defective metal blanks may show irregular textures, incomplete designs, or clipped edges, which can elevate their rarity and desirability. Professional grading is critical for serious collectors. A high-grade 1944 penny with unusual minting features or flawless surfaces can command extraordinary prices and attract intense collector interest. Provenance matters. Coins with documented histories or previous inclusion in renowned collections are often more prestigious and valuable, providing collectors with both confidence and bragging rights. The thrill of hunting for a rare 1944 penny is part of the collector's experience. From coin rolls to estate sales and auctions, finding a coin with unique characteristics is a journey that excites numismatists everywhere. Even subtle anomalies like faint doubling, die cracks, or unusual mint marks can transform a standard penny into a collector's gem, making each find a moment of discovery and celebration. The artistry of the coin is another reason collectors treasure it. Lincoln's portrait, the wheat ears, and the precise inscriptions combine to create a design that is both historically significant and visually appealing. Collectors today still get excited by rare errors. A 1944 penny struck on a leftover copper planchet or exhibiting unique die characteristics is considered a remarkable find, making it a true numismatic treasure, even decades after it was minted. The 1944 penny retains historical, cultural, and financial importance, making it a sought-after addition to any serious coin collection. Collector demand remains strong due to its rarity, historical significance, and investment potential. Coins like the 1944 penny are not just currency, they are symbols of American history and craftsmanship. Owning a 1944 penny, especially one of the rare copper varieties or era coins, is a source of pride for collectors. It represents history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery, making it an essential piece in any collection, and for those curious about its ultimate value. A rare 1944 penny in exceptional condition can be valued at up to $300,000. This extraordinary price reflects its scarcity, minting errors, historical importance, and the strong demand among collectors who recognize its unparalleled significance. Last unique coin, we are exploring the fascinating world of American numismatics with a truly remarkable coin, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1946. While it may seem like an ordinary penny, this coin has historical significance, unique characteristics, and rarity that make it highly prized among collectors. The 1946 penny was minted in the immediate aftermath of World War II, a period of transformation for the United States. The nation was recovering from the war, and coins like these not only served as currency, but also as symbols of stability and optimism for the future. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait has been cherished since 1909. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Lincoln's profile, the detail in his hair and beard, and the clarity of the date, as these factors can significantly affect the coin's value. On the reverse, we see the classic wheat ears, representing America's agricultural roots. Numismatists carefully examine the symmetry and depth of the wheat design, looking for any anomalies or unique features that may enhance the coin's rarity. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1946 penny is the variations that emerged due to minting processes. Certain coins display slight doubling in the numbers or letters caused by misaligned dies, making them rare and highly collectible. Die cracks are another feature that can make a 1946 penny stand out. These small raised lines on the coin, caused by imperfections in the die, give each coin a unique identity that is extremely appealing to collectors. Off-center strikes are also noteworthy. Coins that were not perfectly aligned during striking may have portions of Lincoln or the wheat ears cut off, creating a visually striking anomaly that adds to the coin's value. The mint mark plays a crucial role in assessing rarity. Pennies from the Denver or San Francisco mints sometimes have subtle differences in strike quality or metal composition, making certain examples more sought after than others. Condition is everything for a 1946 penny. A coin in mint or near mint condition, with original luster and sharp details, can fetch a dramatically higher price than a heavily circulated example, emphasizing the importance of preservation. Even minor imperfections, such as scratches or toning, can affect a coin's market value. Serious collectors examine each coin under magnification to determine strike quality, surface preservation, and potential anomalies. Historical context adds tremendous appeal. The 1946 penny reflects post-war America, representing a period of renewal and progress. Owning one of these coins is like holding a small piece of history in your hand. Subtle variations in the thickness of numbers or lettering can also increase rarity. These differences, often overlooked by casual observers, can make a common coin extremely desirable to a dedicated collector. Planchet errors are particularly exciting. Coins struck on imperfect or mismatched metal blanks may display unusual textures or incomplete designs, making them one-of-a-kind collectibles that attract premium prices. Professional grading is essential for collectors seeking top-tier coins. A high-grade 1946 penny with exceptional luster, sharp strike, and minimal surface imperfections can become a centerpiece of any collection. Provenance adds another layer of value. Coins with documented history or prior inclusion in notable collections often carry a premium, as collectors appreciate authenticity and verified rarity. The thrill of searching for a rare 1946 penny is part of the collector's journey. Whether through coin rolls, estate sales, or auctions, discovering a coin with unique characteristics is an experience full of excitement and anticipation. Even subtle anomalies, such as faint doubling, die cracks, or unusual mint marks, can elevate a standard penny into a highly desirable collectible that commands attention in the numismatic world. The artistry of the coin cannot be overstated. Lincoln's finely detailed portrait, the meticulously engraved wheat ears, and crisp inscriptions combine to make this coin both historically significant and visually appealing. Collectors find additional excitement in discovering rare error coins from this year. A 1946 penny with doubled dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes is considered a remarkable find, and it becomes a cherished part of any collection. Decades after minting, the 1946 penny continues to hold historical, cultural, and financial significance, remaining a vital and sought-after coin for numismatists worldwide. Collector demand remains strong due to the coin's rarity, historical significance, and potential as an investment. Coins like the 1946 penny are not merely currency. They are artifacts that capture a moment in American history. Owning a 1946 penny is a source of pride for collectors. It represents history, craftsmanship, and rarity, making it an essential addition to any serious numismatic collection for collectors and enthusiasts wondering about its market value. A rare 1946 penny in exceptional condition can be worth up to $150,000. This remarkable price reflects its scarcity, historical importance, unique minting characteristics, and high demand among collectors worldwide.